Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
The United States preparing to evacuate Americans stranded on the Diamond Princess cruise ship, all due to the coronavirus. The details of what is expected for those passengers and the officials still in Japan.
And R&B singer R. Kelly facing new charges, what those charges are, and the latest on his trial.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, the sun is out. It is 4 degrees hotter right now than it was when we started earlier this morning. So that's a point of optimism. The sun's kind of out.
I don't know if I'd say hot.
Hotter.
Not yet.
Hotter.
A little bit warmer.
Anyway, good morning. It is February 15th. Thank you so much for starting your day with us.
Yes, thanks for being with us this morning. But we hear it might warm up a little bit more, but not hot.
Sarah, you got some good news?
It's chilly outside right now. We've got temperatures in the 40s, and those clouds have really returned. A few peaks of sunshine out there, especially on the horizon, but still pretty cloudy as we start off the day. 44 degrees. Visibility is actually down a little bit to 8 miles, and that's because the temperature and the dew points are pretty close. And so, again, there are some areas of patchy fog, especially outside of the city center of San Antonio near New Braunfels. There's a little bit of patchy fog as well. But you can see that these clouds have really returned, and we'll see those clouds pretty much stick around through most of the day. Mostly sunny skies, mostly cloudy skies rather, into the afternoon. It's chilly out there this morning. It's 38 in Bulverde, 40 at JBSA Randolph, 35 in Comfort, 40 in Bandera. In fact, Stephanie and I went on a coffee run early this morning, and we were bundled up. It is chilly out there, but we will warm up because of some sunshine through those clouds. We'll be in the 50s for most of the morning, so it will be cool and chilly for the morning, but into the afternoon, mild 65 degrees, south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, even warmer tomorrow. So we'll talk about that in the forecast. But first, pollen count came in this morning. Ash is the main culprit in the pollen count. It's moderate at 130. Mold is low at 80. Guess what I don't see? Mountain cedar. Mountain cedar season usually comes to an end right around now. So hopefully we'll continue that trend of no mountain cedar in the pollen counts in the future. But again, I'll talk about the warm up ahead and our next cold front coming soon. Max, Stephanie.
Thank you, Sarah. In the latest local news, police are asking for your help finding a person of interest possibly involved in a shooting. So take a look at your screen. Shots were fired back on last Saturday, February 8th at 410 and Nacogdoches Road. If you have any information involving the person that you see right now, please contact the San Antonio Police Department's Homicide Office. The number you can call if you do have that info on your screen right now, that is 210-207-7635.
The U.S. is preparing to evacuate Americans from the Diamond Princess cruise ship. In an email to Americans on board, the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo wrote that a voluntary evacuation was taking place tomorrow. The embassy wrote that people who choose to return will still have to undergo 14 days of quarantine in the U.S. But anyone who has tested positive for coronavirus or is showing symptoms will have to continue receiving treatment in Japan. More than 200 people on the ship have been diagnosed with that virus.
R&B singer R. Kelly now facing more charges. He's already dealing with a sexual abuse criminal case, but now federal prosecutors adding a superseding case against him in the state of Illinois. The new charges allege that co-defendants Darrell McDavid and Milton Brown helped the singer conceal video evidence showing sexual acts with minors. It also says that Kelly and McDavid agreed to intimidate and pay victims to keep them quiet. The next trial date set for April 27th. R. Kelly also facing federal charges in New York.
A 5-year-old boy in Georgia is being called a hero for his actions during a house fire after helping 7 people escape from the burning home. Now, after waking up to find his bedroom in flames, 6-year-old Noah woke up his sister and both escaped through a nearby window. Once his sister and dogs were safe, he quickly alerted the rest of his family, who were able to get out safely as well. Now, yesterday, Bartow County Fire Rescue proclaimed Valentine's Day as Noah Woods Day. The fire chief there says it was an escape they would have never gotten to without Noah.
Now to some news that is out of this world. NASA has picked 4 new mission proposals to study our solar system. One of the targets, Venus. The Da Vinci Plus proposal aims to analyze Venus's atmosphere for clues as to how it formed and how it evolved and whether it ever had an ocean. The Veritas proposal is mapping Venus's surface and figuring out why it developed so differently than the Earth. Now, the 4 mission concepts will go under development within NASA's Discovery program. Final selections are set to be made next year. And coming back here at home, if you love babies, today is your day. All across Texas, local organizations teaming together to celebrate the 2nd annual Baby Day.
How cute. The San Antonio Public Library hosting today's big event in partnership with the organization's first 3 years to help babies have fun and bond with other little ones. Our Alicia Beretta is live at the Central Library. Good morning.
Good morning. You guys, usually at a library we're told we have to be really quiet, but guess what? Not today, because it's Baby Day and silence is definitely going to be replaced by some giggles, maybe some crying, but a lot of good times with the babies and their parents. And just some of the things right now that we want to show you that are going to be happening later today are rooms that the babies can explore. The study room has been turned into a high contrast room, so there's books inside, different textures, different things that the babies can explore. And this day is really designed for infants and toddlers and their caregivers. There's going to be more than 30 interactive activities to engage their senses. They're going to also have many classes for adults and their children together, such as baby yoga. I hear there's going to be a baby DJ later on today. Some activities are geared to specific age groups, like the high contrast room. It's for newborns to 5-month-old children. And next door there will also be a color fiesta room. That one's bright and cheerful space for the babies to enjoy.
Baby Day is a really unique opportunity for infants, toddlers, and their caregivers to really spend time engaging with each other at the child's pace and on their level. The whole day is come and go, so you don't have to be here at 9 and stay until 3. Just come when it's convenient for you so you can enjoy that time with your child.
So again, this is the high contrast room, and it's really interesting to see the babies. It's really interesting to see the babies here at the high contrast room on how they react to it. Their eyes are just fixated on some of these things. Again, the books, you can see that black and white that draws their attention. And then right next door is that color fiesta room that I was telling you about. We're close to Fiesta, so the babies are definitely going to be partying in this room. Obviously, all the colors that they can focus on. And then down here, we have the organization made some sounds. I guess you can play with this one, and that way they can. Oh, it's water. This one's water. So again, the different textures for them and the colors that obviously attract their attention. So later on this morning, stick with us. GMSA at 8:30. We're going to be taking a tour around the library. It's going to be a big party for the babies, because it's the first floor, second floor, third floor, and the auditorium that are going to have events for these babies on Baby Day. Back to you.
That is too cool, Alicia. Baby Fiesta. I can't wait. And this also sounds like a lot of fun, building rockets.
But building rockets and making them reach a certain altitude in a certain amount of time, all while competing with other students across the country, takes a lot of hard work.
Yes, it does. And students at the Kruger School of Applied Technologies are putting in that work, working as a team, and they're also making a difference along the way.
We picked a plastic nose cone for durability in case it crashes into the ground.
When building rockets, you need to think of everything, and that's what these students with the Kruger School of Applied Technologies are doing.
So when we're building this rocket in the computer program, we have all of these constraints in mind. So we're actually simulating what a real world environment is, where they're building in constraints. We have to build to these constraints in order to be allowed to compete in the competition.
This Principles of Applied Engineering class is all about project-based learning. And they also have an extra advanced engineering project that lasts for the entire school year. That's the very large rocket you see on the table.
So they flew the smaller rocket before to collect data on, and now they're using that data to make the bigger one and to make predictions.
And all their projects are built online first before they are built for real.
This uses CO2 as a power source. We use a CAD program to design it, but before that we had to research about cars in general.
The students work as a team. That means everything from sawing to building to using physics.
These are 8th graders, and they're doing some high-level kinetic energy calculations and thrust-to-weight ratios and trying to crunch data from our practice flight so that they can actually make predictions for the full-scale flight that'll be more powerful, and it's a safety issue, so they make sure our numbers are good.
The students are also involved in community outreach to promote STEM careers, so they are making presentations to students their own age and younger.
During those, we've had to teach and you learn a lot about how to speak to other people.
I really see my skills improving on presentation. Like when I was a 6th grader, I had no way to talk to anybody. I was like, no, I would not like to stand up and talk, but now I'd happily do it. And I'm seeing all of these benefits that will help me in the work field when I go to apply to jobs. All of the stuff I've learned in 8th grade that's going to do so much.
And the students are competing in the American Rocketry Challenge.
That's right. Their qualification flight scores need to be submitted by April, and shortly after that, they will find out if they make it to the finals. So good luck to them. And fun fact, real quick, Kruger School of Applied Technologies, it's Ksat.
Oh, look at that.
It's so cool. We saw a rocket with Ksat on there, like, oh, we're going to the moon. Well, maybe not that far, but, you know, one day.
Expect more.
Yes.